Welcome, ToGA brothers. I just got back from my trip from Peru, hence my shirt. She was very, very sweet. Very lovely, wonderful lady. I've spent the last 5 years getting to know her. She's been a knight in shining armor to me. So I am not gonna go out of my way to make a big old meal, so to speak. So, okay, I have Mahatma rice. It's extra long enriched rice. And if you guys know anything about this kind of rice, it comes in these kind of bags and stuff. Now, you guys usually just like to put it in a pot and you like to cook it. Well, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get your amounts, right? And it will actually tell you inside these little cookers and stuff, like waters and stuff. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to drain this stuff. You're supposed to wash it. Now, I don't mean with your Ajax soap and water. I just mean you're supposed to rinse/wash it. You're supposed to put in the correct amount. Now, for example, to me, this says cooking instructions. For rice, if you add in 1 cup, you need 2 cups of water. So it's 1-to-2 ratio, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 2 cups of rice, okay? Now, me being on the spectrum, I'm not real good about measuring this kind of stuff. So we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. We're gonna grab my little handy-dandy measuring cups. This is gonna be a little weird because it's got no spout, but all right. And some's gonna get in a bowl, that's fine. That's just gonna be our reserve rice, basically. Okay, 1 cup in the bowl. Okay, now remember I said it's reserve, and that's not quite entirely a cup. It's because there's some in there. Dump that in there. That's 2 cups of rice. Just go ahead and reseal the bag. Okay. All right. Now, what I suggest you do is just level it, right? So it's all even for you, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna come over to your sink, okay? Remember, you're just washing/rinsing this. Doesn't have to be murdered, okay? Now, what you're gonna do is just sift this. Now, I'm here to tell you, I just showered. I am fully clean and washed and all that stuff. So, go ahead and just go through it. Now, I want to show you guys what I'm doing, okay? You're just sifting it, right? See how now it's all white, okay? It's all like the enriched green, the flour that's been kind of on there, right? That's what we're taking off. Now, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to hold this and drain this liquid. That's what you don't want, okay? Now it's gonna absorb it, so some of this is gonna help thicken and leaven the rice. But that's all you're doing. So, in my attempt, let's go ahead and watch how I drain the rice, okay? So we've done it once, okay? I like to hold my hand like this and just let it pour through my fingers. Now, I suggest you do your best to try to get all the water, but you won't get every bit, okay? All right, so that's what it kind of looks like. It's kind of, clumpy, looks like a big glop. That's what you want. Now, that's only once. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some more water. Get it on the sides. Okay, it's enough. Do the same thing. Okay. Now, I would play music in the background, but YouTube has actually flagged a lot of my videos for copyright, so I can't. Otherwise, I would play music for y'all to enjoy and all that stuff, so. Yes, I'm aware that this skillet bag is on here. I'm gonna be making 3 cheese chicken, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on a plate on top of the rice. Hence why we are going to cook this rice. Okay. All right. Now, if you're satisfied, drain the water. Believe it or not, this is actually one of the parts of your traditional Asian way of prepping rice. But may I tell you this, is you need to rinse the rice. Okay. Now, you don't have to, but I like to get it all to one level so you can see what you're working with, so you can see the actual level of the water, okay? Also, guys, just a side note, rice absorbs water, so when you put rice down the disposal, it's gonna absorb stuff and it's gonna enlarge, which means it's gonna basically reduce the size of the opening and the tube that goes down into your drainage system, your little container. It's gonna keep reducing it. So my point is, try to get as much away from your disposal out of the sink and in the trash can, because you just put it in the trash bag and then the trash bag goes to the curb and they take it away. It's not gonna go into your drainage system, right? It's not gonna cause mechanical and maintenance problems. That's why I'm telling you this, guys, is because I don't want you to have maintenance problems later. So, do your best to try to keep this in here and the rice in the trash, okay? But if it happens, it happens. You just don't want it in big amounts. Okay, so, now that I've had it, which, guys, by the way, it looks really good, okay? Let me show you what it looks like. It looks like it's enriched white. See that? How some of it looks kind of yellowish and some of it looks whitish. Some of it looks lighter than others. That's what you want. Okay, so we've got that far. What I'm gonna do is I added 2 cups of rice. Now remember that ratio, 1 to 2. So how many cups do I need for water? 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay. Now, I know normally you wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to add pepper in here to give it that spice. Just cracked pepper. And I'm also going to add a little bit of salt. Okay? And a little bit of salt. Okay. Good. I'm good. Now I have a rice cooker over there. You guys see it? It's right there. See it? So, this bowl is gonna go over there. We're gonna put it on the rice setting, get it fluffy, and we're gonna cook this. While I cook this skillet bag. Okay? plug her in, turn it on, white rice, and it's going to start steaming and cooking, okay? And it will actually tell you how many minutes are left. Like right now it's heating, okay? So, I just wanted to show you some of the preparation you guys aren't doing to your rice that you should do to your rice to make it fluffy and sticky and like hold, right? Because when you put it on your fork, it all falls off. That's that powder that's on the rice that covers the rice grain, okay? Rinse that off so it sticks, so it stays on your fork, right? Now you know, all right? So, I'm gonna go. I don't wanna get flagged for musical copyright, and I wanna listen to music while I do this. So, I'm gonna throw in some tunes. We're gonna cook this 3-cheese chicken skillet meal, and I'll get back to you guys later. I'm Sean, ToGA brother. I'm out. Love you.